Evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to this evening session of Being Heartful Every Day, a joyful adventure. Today is the day 367th, and we continue gently along the journey of gratitude, the theme for week 53. In Heartfulness, we learn that gratitude is not just a response, it is a refined state of awareness. When we are truly present and connected to the heart, we begin to notice the many unseen threads of grace that quietly weave through our lives. Some blessings are visible, while others come wrapped in disguise. They could be lessons, challenges, or delays. Gratitude softens our resistance to life and allows us to say yes with humility, even when things unfold differently from our expectations. Gratitude doesn't mean everything is perfect, it means we recognize perfection in the way life unfolds for our growth. This journey isn't about forcing ourselves to be grateful, it's about tuning in. The more we align with the heart, the more naturally gratitude arises. It becomes less about listening what we are thankful for and more about living in a state of gentle thankfulness for everything, for the breath, for the growth, for the connection, and for the unseen support of the beloved Master. And as we move ahead in the session, let us also share a loving invitation for the Heartfulness Master classes and Being Heartful Everyday sessions with our near and dear ones. Let us now return to Daji's message from the Bandara, embracing the unknown, the journey of gratitude. Proceeding towards the unknown also denotes a continuous journey, swimming in the shoreless ocean. Let us visit Babuji's masterpiece towards infinity. When we enter this ultimate state, we are in a state of oneness. This is, in fact, the real sphere of Advait, though, if consciousness of it remains, duality has not yet forsaken us in the true sense. In other words, the ultimate changeless state has not so far dawned. As a matter of fact, it is the place where the feelings of both duality and non duality become extinct. Philosophically, the unknown can be understood as the ultimate reality, often described in spiritual terms as the divine, the infinite, and enlightenment. In the works of mystics like Master Eckhart, the unknown is not a void, but a profound fullness that transcends human comprehension. Similarly, in Eastern traditions like Advaita Vedanta, the unknown is the realization of the sense oneness with the absolute reality. Beauty is when we transcend both dimensions of Dvaita and Advaita. Moving towards the unknown needs true courage. Courage is an outcome of clarity, of a goal, and faith in the practice and the master. Faith is not blind belief, but a deep trust in the process and in our inner capacity to reach the goal. One of the greatest barriers to embracing the unknown is fear, fear of losing the familiar, fear of failure and fear of dissolution of the ego. To overcome this fear, we cultivate faith, surrender, and openness. These qualities allow us to see the unknown not as a threat, but as a vast field of potential and growth. Inherent in the call to proceed towards unknown is the understanding that the journey itself is transformative. The destination may remain elusive, but each step towards it shapes us. As Rena Maria Rilke writes, be patient towards all that is unsolved in your heart and try to love the questions themselves. Love him who loves all. How are we to love without heart? A heart imbued with love for the divine becomes the holiest of holy temples. I consider this quote of Babuji as one of the Mahavakyas of Sahaj Marg philosophy. The idea of loving him who loves all aligns our hearts with universal principles. It allows us to experience inner freedom. We are no longer weighed down by the need for validation or reciprocation in relationships. Strengthen the spiritual connection. This love deepens our bond with the divine and enhances our sense of purpose. Foster universal compassion. By loving universally, we become more compassionate and empathetic towards everyone, transcending personal biases. When we focus our love on one who embodies universal love, whether this is the divine, a spiritual guide, or the sense of universal consciousness, it elevates our love from being personal and conditional to becoming expansive and selfless. The shift naturally creates a form of detachment that is not indifference, but a higher state of unconditional care and compassion. Detachment in this context does not mean loving others less or withdrawing from relationships. Instead, it means freeing our love from the grip of expectations and selfish desires, loving others in a way that honors their individuality without clinging or controlling. Finding joy in giving love without needing it to be returned in specific ways. This is what heartfulness emphasizes. Love becomes more inclusive, pure, and rooted in a higher sense of purpose. When we direct our love towards one who loves all, it serves as an anchor for our emotional and spiritual self. Loving such a universal entity inspires. Let us take a few quiet moments to absorb the essence of this message and let gratitude rise gently like a soft prayer within. Let us now offer the universal prayer together. all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। May gratitude blossom within. May it open our hearts to love. And may every soul be uplifted in its silent offering to the divine. As you prepare to rest tonight, pause and bring one moment from your day into your heart, something you are grateful for. Remember to offer the bedtime prayer with a quiet resolve not to repeat the mistakes made during the day. Offer it with sincerity and surrender, trusting that every moment is an opportunity to grow closer to the divine. And let your gratitude become a resolve to live more gently, more heartfully, and to grow through even the smallest of moments. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining today in this evening session. And we look forward to your presence again for tomorrow morning session at 6 a.m. as we continue this journey of gratitude. Until then, may the peace of a thankful heart accompany you into the sleep. Wishing you all a very good night, and let us continue to walk on this path in love, in remembrance, and in gratitude.